Martin.
I'm Cameron Lovey.
I'm Signy Olson.
And this is our business called Clementines.
So Clementines is a frozen yogurt shop made of goat milk. So our frozen yogurt is made with goat milk, local and organic, and all of the toppings that we have are also organic and local. Our goal is to help bring healthier options to people who like frozen yogurt treats, and yeah, it's pretty nutritious.
Our mission is through the use of organic, fresh, and local ingredients that, by local we mean like California local. Clementines is dedicated to providing its valued customers a healthy and fun serving of frozen yogurt made out of goat milk that everyone can enjoy.
Okay, so why frozen yogurt with goat's milk? Goat milk is actually extremely nutritious for you, and it's better compared to all the other ones because it's the closest thing to human milks, and your body craves a certain nutrition in it. So that's why we thought it would be a cool new twist to the classic cup of frozen yogurt. And people that are lactose intolerant can also enjoy it. Okay, so for our current goals in this business, we are going to be focusing on developing a partnership with the other local companies that can provide us with the toppings and along with the frozen yogurt itself, like the yogurt. And then we also need to develop a location for our business, which will be the Oxbow we would like. And then, so we need to rent the place and then also decorate it so it can fit our unique and hipster atmosphere. And then also for our marketing and advertising, we have social media accounts already created and they're up and running. And then we also have the branding, such as making buttons and t-shirts for our customers. And then also we're in the process of making a website so it can be showed. And then also, so some of our main marketing that we use is calling the cool kids is our employees. So it's not those cool kids, but these cool kids. And so we have buttons and stuff made for that.
So for our future goals, we also want to expand our business. Instead of being a pop-up, we want to have an actual permanent location, either here in the valley or in a city like San Francisco or something like that. And then branch out. Branch out pretty much. Then we also want to buy a farm where we can produce our own goat's milk. That way we are sure where our milk comes from and where our ingredients come from. And aside from the farm, we also wanted to begin a volunteer program called 4-H. Cameron knows is volunteers and that, so does Signy. So they know what that is, and they'll talk about it.
So yeah, we want to be able to have people come and actually have internships at the farm, and they can be able to have the experience of producing their own product and actually going to the store themselves and selling it with the things, and then also having day trips for kids to come and do field trips at our farm. Okay, and then goals for the future, we want to have a tasting room at our farm, and so it can be this cool Napa thing, but it's also really unique because it won't be tasting wine, it'll be frozen yogurt, and they can also make their own flavors, and just have more of a hands-on experience, which creates a personal experience for them too.
Yeah, we're really trying to create a more of a community vibe for the valley. Okay, so some of our competition that we found was the two Yobels that are in Napa across town from each other. One of them is downtown, which is a couple of blocks away from where our location would be. Another one is in Bel Air Plaza, and then the Brown Valley Yogurt and Espresso Bar, which is in Browns Valley. And our yogurt is different from theirs because, well, ours is more organic and local and natural than theirs are, and we use less sweeteners than they use in their products. The prices for ours is a little bit more expensive simply because it's more local and organic, and those things tend to be more expensive to make our yogurt.
So this is again going over what Signy was saying, how ours is more expensive but pricier, but it's paying for the high quality for our the experience and also the ingredients that we're using. So the unique factors is that we also would like to have a food truck or something to go into farmers markets and become or a pop-up cart, and so we can go around and go to more events. And then but yeah, that will be just like. So, this is like us personally. Why are we a good match for this business, and what makes it so unique for us? So for me, I've been a member of 4-H for 13 years, and so I have experience with working with animals and knowing kind of how to use goat milk because I've been in projects where I'm like learning how to make cheese, and also that, and so it's like helping me to have more of a connecting that with our product, and also I'm a member of the like Napa Valley Film Festival, their marketing team, and so I'm helping them like to be able to advertise their company.
And then I used to work at Yobel downtown, so I know kind of how to make the yogurt that they make theirs, which is packaged when you just pour it in the machine, but still the whole process of it. And I've been a pool manager for Napa Parks and Rec for 4 years, so I kind of have that management, like know how to handle people kind of thing. So.
And I worked at Famous Forward, which is a lot of communicating with people, asking them what they want, asking questions to get answers, and getting answers to ask questions again. And with the Napa County Transportation and Planning Agency, that's a lot of working with other businesses to see the products that you have and if they need to be restocked or things like that. And the same goes for Napa Town and Country, which is a lot of communication with people.
So for our target market, we want to focus on the tourists that are coming, and also just people who love food in general in like the Napa Valley. And people that are usually coming to Napa Valley are just here for like that unique experience and wanting to come and taste different things. And so that's what we want to provide to them and have that. We also have for like the working class people on like their lunch breaks, they can come over and try like our yogurt and have it.
So our planned business hours, we've noticed that people end up, like, ice cream shops and Yobels end up opening, like, close to noon. So we decided to open up noon and then close on 9, and then on the weekends at 10, which seemed to be, like, the hours people are most at.
And in the Oxbow, there's sometimes a set time for, usually most of the stores close around 8 or 9 on weeknights and then later on weekends, so that's what we were kind of going for too.
Okay, so this is some of the flavors that we have for our menu, and we want to really focus on at Clementines having our menu be seasonal and change like for the seasons, and also just having like the all fresh natural ingredients to be like working with the flavors and having them be like gourmet treats that people aren't expecting always.
So, for financials, for our first purchases, we determined that we needed, of course, the location, which would be at the Oxbow, which we have estimated to be like $2,000 per month, which would be like the rent wise. And we would also need the machines, which we determined to be $10,000 per machine, and the ingredients as well to make the yogurt, so 800. That all totaling out at 200, so 20,000 for our first purchases, and that's just like with some basic stuff. We would still need like the chairs and like your equipment.
And also with the frozen yogurt machines, we're going to be purchasing like the 2 like used ones because it's cheaper for us, and then rather buying ones that are like 20,000.
Once we're like set and stable, we would purchase more equipment to grow our business.
So here are some more of our financial things that we broke down with things like our insurance and like utilities and taxes, supplies. The thing that we realized for the supplies that would cost the most is like our ingredients, because we're going to be using such local and fresh stuff, and so that will be challenging and something that we need to start up first. And that's why we thought it would be better for us to create partnerships so that we could be getting lower discounts.
So this one we're still working on the variable cost, but we determined like our goods would be sold either 75 per ounce, which we determined also in like the sizes. Like, you know how Cold Stone used to do the love it, like it, gotta have it. We decided to do that type of style as well. and that would be 75 per ounces serving on the cups. And we also, for direct labor, we decided to do 10 per person, $10 per person if you're an employee, which would be like minimum wage. If you're gonna be a manager, it would be 12 or 13, and then like the store, like us, we would be like the 15, depending on your rank. We haven't yet determined how much that would be monthly, so we still have that to do.
So why Clementines? With Clementines, if you're lactose intolerant, you can enjoy it, so that's good, and you can like have more options with that because there aren't like any places where you can really
That's
go
how, like,
like
a
for
lot of
frozen
goats,
yogurt and
yeah.
anything. Also, we're eco-friendly and local. We have seasonal flavors, which is super unique for us. We have friendly staff, enjoyable for all ages, and then also just very personal and community-based atmosphere.
And we're going for making it a little bit educational too, in a sense, with having field trips to our farm when we have a farm, and like showing people how it's really made, so it's not just a mystery how their yogurt's made, but they actually know what's going into it.
Thank you.